Hey, hello everyone. In the last video, we have seen how to create a mockup and how to retrieve the data from the mockup classes. I mean database. So I have a method which can return the student information. But if in case if you are dealing with a database, you need to have a different methods for different operations. Like if I want to fetch the specific information about a particular student, so I need to have a API to return the student alone. And also, in case if I'm going to add a new student, okay, so I need to have a API to return the student. Okay, so let me create another method in the mockup class. This mockup class which will return the specific student information. Okay, so it's going to return the student and get student. Okay, so in order to get the student, you need to pass the student name. We can say the first name. Okay, name. So I'm going to return it null as of now here. Okay. Okay, so I have a list which has a list of students. In this list I'm going to retrieve a specific student. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Java Stream API to retrieve the data. So this is my list students dot stream dot filter fun p dot get first name dot equals name dot collect collectors. Where is it? Collectors. I'm not going to convert anything. Anyway, I'm going to return a single detail, so I don't want the collector to return as a list. So I can do, instead of collect, I can use equals. Okay, find any. This find any method is written to use if-else condition. Find any. If it is find any data with a particular constraint, it will return the person, or else we have to return null. That's it. That's it. Okay, so it only supported in Java 8, so I had to change it to Java 8. So this will return the single DTO, which is nothing but stud into student stud into student is equal to. So I can return the student. You can return something like this, or you can directly return this here. Okay, that's it. So now I have an API which will return the specific student. We can simply say it's a kind of filtering a list of from a list of element. We are getting the list of a single element. Okay, okay, that's fine. So there's a possibility I can add a student. So I need to have a method to add a student. Okay, let me create a method. What to say? Okay, public void create student, and it has to need to have a student stud into student. So what I'm gonna do is I have a list already here which is defined in the global level. I'm going to add the new student into the list. Add students. That's it. Initially I have 3 students. After this particular create student, my list contains 4 students including the new one. Okay, okay, now the other thing. So get method basically just understand few thing. Okay, here. Okay, what get is doing, get is specifically for fetching a request or fetching a resource. Okay, in case what will happen if I want to create another resource inside my student service, I can go for the post method which is basically for creating a resource, and there is something called put that is for updating a resource, and there is something else like what is that, yeah, delete is specifically for deleting a specific resources. Okay, since I'm going to add a new method here, so I'm going to inject it. So anyway, I'm going to create a new resource, so it has to be post method at post. Okay, and questions. Okay, let me write a method, then I will export it. Okay, so public, I'm going to write a method for create a student. Okay, public student create new student. So it will have the student. Yes, so I'm going to return the same student, but I'm just returning the same student here. So how I'm going to add it into my list? Okay, because I have a API in my mockup, which is nothing but our DB method, which is accepting the student as an input, and it will create a student. So I have a mockup reference here, so you can use this mockup dot create student. You need to pass the student variable. That's it. Okay, and here you need to specify I'm going to create a new resource here. So come on, what is happening here? Okay, post, and I had to provide the path also. Okay, so path, this is the global path. Okay, and I need a sub path which can iterate to the additional methods. So I can simply say path, and you need to provide the path here, student. So how actually it is looks like. Our web service URL is web service. This is my resource, and if you want to access the creation method slash student student, this is how it will come. Okay, okay, that is done pretty much. Okay, so now I have an API to return the list of student information. Another one is to create a student. Okay, and in when we are dealing with the post method, you need to have a clients. Okay, because when I run the student information, I can see the response in the XML, but when you post some informations, when you're requesting something, you need to send the data to the our API. That means you need a client. Okay, we have multiple ways of doing it, and the familiar one is advanced REST client, and something else the Postman. Okay, in the next video I'm going to show you how to use advanced REST client or Postman to call the post methods. Okay, just give it a try, and let me know, do you guys need any clarification or something else.